Welcome, everybody, back to Hiveswap Friendsim. My name is Brotimus. Last time we went through Chirona, the little shield gremlin thing. Interesting things. So found out that somehow I got stuck in my head that there was going to be like 4 of each blood color in the hemo spectrum. I was wrong, apparently, because today, or not today, but next week is going to be the last teal. The last teal came out in this last volume, volume 13 of Fate, Fortune, and Fashion, which I know plenty of. Not true in the slightest. I usually just wear like a fucking like cargo shorts and checkerboard Vans and a t-shirt with All Might on it or something. But today we're actually going to go through an olive blood. Blah blah friendship blah blah. Oh goody, things are getting self-aware. I like that. Okay, so we have Bouldear Lamati and Stelsa Sezyat. Okay, so she's strong Russian lady, apparently. But we're doing Bouldear. It's a lot like Baldur is what I think of, the Norse god. We're gonna go Bouldear Lamati. Is this my hideout that I took Tysius to? You just aren't feeling it. Alright, we're gonna go right into it. Apparently this is a real whip crack into this today. You just aren't feeling it today. You're getting more and more of these gray nights recently. Nights where the call of the streets, that infinite ramble for companionship, just sounds exhausting and meaningless. You had days like this back on Earth, too, when getting out of bed just didn't seem worth it. It's gonna hit real close to home, apparently. The sun is just beginning to slip under the horizon, and usually this would be the sign to rise and shine, or rise and dark. But all you've managed to do so far this evening is make yourself some coffee. You recently mentioned to Tagora that you drink instant, and he was so disgusted that he gave you a coffee machine. He claimed it was an old one he doesn't use anymore, but it still had the price tag on it. Oh, that's nice. He's gonna try and charge me for that later, but that's, nice-ish. On the table sits a palm husk Camille had taken off a dead kid, especially for you, and cradled it in your hand as a mug skylescent. It looked like she painted it herself. There's a white blob on one side that you think is supposed to be a lady. Oh, my friends. You're even wearing the hoodie Mala gave you to cut the evening chill. Here you are, all wrapped up in the warm embraces of your friend's goodwill, safe and sound, but deep inside you festers something. A gnawing existential dissatisfaction, that classic angst the philosophers wrote about. Your palm husk chimes, and you pick it up lazily. What? Another radio trying to slide into your DMs? Or another rando trying to slide into your DMs? Hopefully not. Sorry, folks, you just don't have time for that anymore. You are a friendship connoisseur, a sommelier of the rarest of amicable vintages. You unlock the screen to find a message. Okay. I can dig it.
Psst. I'm not certain that this line is secure. Actually, I'm positive that it isn't, but I'm risking contact because it is imperative that we speak. I'm sending you rendezvous coordinates.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind coming anytime after the sun is set. Psst, I realize that this is unorthodox, but please believe when I tell you that this is not a trick or a trap. I have important information regarding your place on Alternia.
It just gets better. Oh, hell yeah. I'm so digging this. You attempt to reply to the message, but there isn't a cursor or anywhere to input text. In fact, there doesn't even appear to be a messenger app open on your phone. Are we using PesterChub? No, we are not. It's just a random text box floating in the void. You barely have a chance to read it all the way through before it vanishes and Google Maps opens with an address already programmed in. It's close enough to walk to, which is great because using your stolen scuttle buggy still makes you a little nervous. We killed that guy though. We murdered him. Fucking oh shit, what was his name? I forgot his name already. Fuck. There was that yellow blood, the mustard blood. Oh, my sweet little boy. I forgot his name. Shit. You swallow the rest of your coffee and grab your shoes. I forgot his name because there are so many other trolls that keep popping up that I remember them. Like Malik's been mentioned like 3 of them so far. Skyla's all over the place. Camille. It's just, fuck, what was his name? Oh, it's gonna bother me. We're gonna look at this after this video. We're gonna go fucking find out what his name was. Because I forgot entirely. Back here at the coffee shop. Your GPS leads you to a shop you recognize. It's the cafe from your weird sort of date with Lynera. It's not too crowded this time of day. The usual studying crowd doesn't appear to be here. A couple trolls are sitting around sharing pots of tea. Oh, no.
Fool. Fucking idiot. I explicitly stated I wanted essence of Dago, not whatever this garbage is.
I forgot what Ardada's voice sounded like. It's been so fucking long since I've seen Ardada. Oh, man. It really has been a minute, hasn't it? Okay, oh, you know this person. It really has been a minute, hasn't it? Wow, it's been... What was Ardada's voice? Shit. Wasn't it like, oh, yes? Or something like that? I don't remember now. Ardada stands in front of the counter, shouting at the cash register. Whatever automated system runs this shop has apparently gotten her order wrong.
What are you looking at, This is absolutely none of your... Oh, it's you.
Ardada swiftly covers up her surprise, examining a sharp, perfectly shaped nail.
You look... different.
Better?
Let's not exaggerate. I simply meant you looked less like toxic waste and more like run-of-the-grain grinder garbage.
You tell Ardada that. It's good to see her too. Man, this really takes you back. You'd been so simple back then, so unevolved. You were laser focused on a single desire. Friendship. Now, well, you still like friends, you really do, but you also have, like, a car and a sweatshirt with somebody's sign on it. You moved up in the world.
Sure. Fascinating.
Oh, by the way, is she the one who summoned you here?
Summoned? You? You must be joking. I haven't spared a single solitary thought for you since you dragged your wretched carcass out of my hive.
Absently, you push your hand into the pockets of your hoodie. Something crinkles between your fingers and you pull out a folded piece of notebook paper. Okay, this definitely hadn't been in there when you left your hive. You pass a couple people in the street, but you definitely don't remember any of them getting closer to slipping in your pocket. Huh. It only says 2 words. Out back. Oh man, should you go? Go! Backyards are as bad as basements. No way. Well, of course I gotta go back there. Of course I gotta go back there. Let's be real here. If you were going to refuse a suspicious invitation, you would have done it by now. You would have drawn the line at vehicle theft or murder church or anime club. I like the sequence of those. Is really funny. Vehicle theft, murder church, or anime club. Like, anime club was the worst of it all of those. Which it was. That was actually a pleasant time. I got to hang out with, I forgot all of them. Tagiri and Polypa. I remember Polypa, but Tagiri. All these names now. You can't resist a social engagement. Your tragic flaw. Oh, put it on a D&D character sheet. My flaw. I can't resist friends.
Okay, I guess. Enjoy yourself.
Fuck off, bitch. You head back through a beaded curtain, half expecting an alarm to ring. How do they keep people from just robbing stores here? Are there, like, lasers and shit? You emerge into a tidy little back garden. None of the plants here are ones you recognize from Earth, but it's still nice. You cross a bridge over a slow-flowing stream and find yourself looking down at a path that blooms into a tight, dizzying spiral. Maybe you're supposed to walk across it and ponder your place in the universe? Perhaps, mayhaps. Your contemplation would be inevitably cut off before it hit its climax because someone is sitting at the center of the spiral. She is a small, compact shape with her hair cut short and choppy around her chin, wearing a shapeless white dress, really more of a robe. Okay.
Psst, I've been waiting for you. Thanks for coming.
She speaks in a stage whisper, low and full of air, but still loud to hear across the path. You pick your way carefully across the spiral, making sure not to mess any of it up, treading only inside the lines. The girl gives you a small, secretive smile.
My name's Bouldear.
You ask her if this is her garden. Does she live here? It's nice, but it's not exactly out of the it's not exactly the elements. Actually, it looks like there's some storm clouds rolling in. You're probably going to get rain soon.
Oh yeah, my Raccoon is over there under that tree.
Okay, it's kind of like Zephyros. Zephyros had a tree in his hive, didn't he? For his, he had a giant sloth Lucis, didn't he? It's been a while. She smiles again. You can't tell if she's messing around. In fact, she is entirely unreadable. Like, her face is a totally reflective surface, and all you're seeing is the cloudy sky and the garden. You can't tell how she feels about you at all.
Would you like to sit down?
Inside the circle, or... She looks around like she is only just realizing she is at the center of a complicated geometric pattern.
It doesn't matter. I only wanted to see if you would follow the path or trample through it. But you did neither. You forged your own way while taking care to preserve that which has come before.
You ask her what that means. I feel like it's pretty obvious what that means.
Maybe nothing. I'm not sure.
The wind tosses her hair, and the clouds chase each other across the sky. If the rain comes, it will come soon. Bouldear continues to look at you as you shift awkwardly and shiver, pushing your hands into your hoodie. This is different than any other friend meetup you've had, even with the others who purposefully sought you out. There is a serenity to Bouldear that all the rest lack. Or maybe that's just this zen as fuck garden getting to you. Maybe it's the leaves on the wind. Who knows? You try to remember what Bouldear said to you in the message that she somehow managed to make appear on your phone and then immediately self-immolate. That she has some information for you about your place on Eternia or some shit like that. It's more like the place in the universe, probably.
Did I say that? I guess I did. I just... I suppose I wanted a chance to talk to you a bit before the end. I was starting to feel a little... jealous, maybe?
Right. You guess everybody has been going on about the funny, dumb alien robot who's been prowling the countryside.
No, that's not it. Though I'm sure you're very funny. I just wanted a chance to talk to you. Someone who is so adrift in the swell of fate and the whims of the paradox. Paradox? Like Paradox Space? That was a Homestuck thing, wasn't it? You don't know anything about paradoxes. Well, you know what they are, you just don't see why they're relevant. They aren't. Paradoxes aren't relevant by their very nature.
Fair point.
It's the essence of that nature that makes them so integral to this story.
You shake your head. You're not built for this cosmic stuff. You're just an orphan from Earth with quick fingers for spaceships and apparently vehicles. Bouldear gives you another sly smile.
Oh, quick fingers.
No. You blush. You hadn't meant that as a dirty joke or anything. Also, your fingers are nowhere near as quick as hers. She somehow got a piece of paper in your pocket while you were standing in a cafe and she was back here. That's like reverse pickpocketing through astral projection. Bouldear laughs. She stands up and moves across the garden path, following the spiral so swiftly and efficiently that she might as well be floating. She drifts over to one of the trees, pulling a coat down from where it's slung over a branch. It covers her from chin to ankles, coming together to form an olive green symbol on her chest that looks like a question mark without the dot. A broad-brimmed hat finishes out the ensemble.
Well, I can't teach you astral projection, but pickpocketing is actually quite simple. Would you care to learn? Ideally, we'd need a third person to act as the mark, but I think we can make it work.
More crime, huh? Oh, I guess that's my life now. Sure, let's do crime. No more crime, please. I pushed my luck already. I almost got killed because I stole a dude's car. I'm still trying to think of that kid's name. I murdered a kid for a palm husk. Granted, Keneal murdered a kid for a palm husk. What else have I've helped with the hacking and pranking of some high bloods with Cooperman follicle. There's no more, please. You've already got a hell of a rap sheet. Maybe it would be best to not add any new skills that could lead you into temptation.
Fair enough. Would you care to go for a stroll? It's a nice night.
It's a windy, unsettled night, and it looks like rain. You suppose that's nice, depending on your definition? You'd absolutely love to take a stroll. That's your whole vibe recently, strolling. You follow her out through a little back gate and into the street. You leave the cafe behind and are quickly consumed by the drift of the midnight crowd. I'm a member of the midnight crew, after all. You brace for the inevitable pitying, hostile looks you get whenever you go out in public. You should have mentioned that you try to avoid large groups, but strangely no one even glances at you. It's like Bouldear exudes a sneaky aura that encompasses the both of you. As you walk, you ask her if she really believes in fate, like the two of you were always going to meet and nothing could have happened any differently no matter what you did. Bouldear gives you a thoughtful sidelong glance.
Well, that would imply that none of our choices matter and that causality is inevitable. That randomness is irrelevant, right?
Sure. Sure. You scampered to keep up with her, both physically and mentally. For someone who asked you to take a stroll, she sure is booking it down the street.
But that disregards our choices. Fate dictates that all possibilities are, by their very nature, necessities. Or rather, the choice you made was the only one you ever could make. I doubt the universe is that simple.
Doesn't sound simple to you, but you hum and nod sagely because you want Bouldear to think you're deep. I'm an idiot.
Instead of asking yourself whether you were meant to meet me and meant to be here, it makes more sense. It makes more sense to wonder what the forces are that have conspired to bring it into being.
Well, that would be exhaustion and ineptitude. You don't exactly remember what happened, but you're sure it involved something stupid like falling asleep at the wheel and drifting off into another solar system. Maybe, just a little tiny bit. It had been a rough 48 hours, a lot of escaping and running and punching and stealing of high-powered vehicles. What the fuck? What was I doing to get this rocket?
Yes, of course. I understand. All in a day's work.
Okay. She stops you at most intersections so she can take surreptitious glances around the corner before gesturing you forward. Every so often, she will turn the two of you around and double back. You aren't exactly sure why. Maybe she thinks you're being followed, but who would follow you from a cafe?
All sorts, but don't worry. I know how to shake off a tail.
This got fucking weird, man. You cross one of the main thoroughfares, and a big black bird swoops at your heads. You yelp and duck, but when you look around, you see that the bird has landed on Bouldear's arm and she's stroking its back. You brace yourself for it to start talking, or some shit like that, because that's what your life is like now, but it just sticks its leg out for Boulder to remove a scrap of paper. Wait, hang on, a big blackbird? It waits patiently for her to read the message, and then scribbles something on the back before attaching it to the crow and throwing it back into the air. Man, that's some Harry Potter-ass shit. Just grabbing a crow and fucking writing it down and chucking it into the air.
One of my informants wants to rendezvous in meat space.
Meat space?
Unusual, but it has been an unusual day.
Unusual couple of months, honestly. Yeah.
Yes, of course. You've had it much harder than I have. What was I thinking?
Well, you weren't trying to get into a contest of whose life sucks more, but yeah, it's been rough. You appreciate that you could see that. I'm just here for the ride, man.
All of the planets to be forced to... Wait, hang on. Of all the planets to be forced to, Alternia was, well, not ideal. Not the worst, but you still have my sympathies. Is there anything at all you like about it?
What about Alternia? Well, you're kind of digging this whole night as day thing. You're from a diurnal species, but you've always been a bit of a night owl. There are a lot of typographical errors in here. Not meant to be insulting, it's just that there's a lot that's throwing me off. Been a bit of a night owl. Also, not to brag, but you've met some seriously cool friends.
Yes, I've been following your exploits. Your friendship acquisition procedures are really quite impressive.
Aw, now you're blushing. You ask Bouldear how she knows that much about your exploits because it's only pretty recent that you've had any sort of real social media presence. You suppose she could have a Gorgle alert like Malik did, but...
Quick, around here.
Okay, so meat space. We're going to meet Yemen, right? Bouldear leads you into a deserted lot between two buildings. There's nothing here except some broken bottles and a pile of old rubber tires. She leaves you behind the tire pile to keep watch, although she's probably just doing it to get you out of the way, which, fair. Then she heads out into the center of the lot, presumably to wait for her contact. You sit here, twiddling your thumbs, trying to suppress the desire to pull out your phone. That doesn't seem very covert ops. You're just starting to get really antsy, jittering your leg and cracking your knuckles and digging a little hole in the dirt with a stick when you hear something strange beneath the wind. A swish, followed by a thunk. Bouldear jerks and clutches her neck. You writhe up from your rubber pile, sending tires flying. You look wildly up at the surrounding buildings, trying to find out where the projectile came from. You don't see anyone, not even a lone gunman. You run for your new friend, not spending a thought for your own safety. The clouds move overhead like someone has put them on fast forward, the wind rattling the trash on the pavement. By the time you reach Bouldear, she's begun to twitch in hard spasms. One look at the blotchy stain spreading across her neck, and there's no doubt you both say it at the same time.
Poison.
You fall to your knees beside her. Oh god, what are you supposed to do? You don't know anything about poison or first aid or anything else useful. God, why are you such a fucking waste of space? Like good old Hussy. You could have been gaining some life skills instead of you're loving her like a complete idiot, you...
Stop. Don't. There isn't time. This stuff acts fast.
Bouldear takes hard, gasping breaths. The joke about Husty being the waste of space, that was a joke from Homestuck. His god tier was the waste of space. Which, that was me being insulting. That's an old joke from my Homestuck days. Bouldear takes hard, gasping breaths between each word. Her eyes are going cloudy. She makes a desperate grab for your hands.
Listen.
For the first time, her voice rises above a whisper. Her grip is surprisingly strong. You tell her to save her strength, but she shakes her head so hard her hat falls off.
It's not important.
You tell her stop being dramatic. Of course she's important.
I'm not being dramatic. Well, maybe a little because I'm dying, but still, remember what I said about fate.
Fuck fate! You don't want anything to do with it if this is the kind of shit it's going to pull on you. So many of your friends have died because of you, because of your incredible inability to... The world twists and stutters. Your guts are a record, and that record is skipping. For a moment, you're sure that whoever that poison-shooting bastard is has shot you too, but then your vision clears and you feel the rain on the back of your neck, the world rolling back to you in waves of color and sound. The dark sky splits open on a fault line of lightning. Bouldear's hand goes limp in your own. With shaking fingers, you reach out to touch her motionless cheek. Fuck. Fuck! Not again. Why? An uncontrollable wave of despair washes over you as you look down at the corpse of this girl you barely know. Where are all these feelings coming from? There's only too many of them. Why are they... What the fuck just happened? Again? Must I do everything myself? Wait, what? Hold on! Hold the fuck on! Hold the fucking phone! Hold up. Blah, 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 friendship. Wait a second. So hang on. What the fuck? Okay, hang on. Alright, we're gonna do something different this time. I'm gonna try and go through the same route. See if it changes. Because that's fucking weird, man. Maybe that's dumb. Maybe I'm being dumb here. But that's a fucking weird thing to have happen, dog. Okay, so what the fuck happened? Hang on. We'll see if anything changes. Should I? I want to do it. I want to see if anything changes. Okay, yeah, Okay, yeah, random is sure. Possibilities, choice, it's any choice it could have made. 40 out, all in a day's work, yada yada. But don't worry, I know how to lose a tail. Bada. Yes, of course, you've had much. What was I thinking? Quick around here. Okay, between the tires. Jerks, clutches her neck. Okay, yep. Okay, poison. Yeah. Okay. I'm not being dramatic because you're dying. World, gray, white. Okay, dark, fuck, not again. Why? Okay. Okay, no. So it does stay the same. Again, why must I do everything myself? What the fuck does that mean? Okay, hold on. Hey, hold the fucking phone. Blah, friendship. All right, let's try and get the good ending on Bouldear now. So we go, and then sure, let's do crime. What the fuck, man? Okay, yeah, yep, got it. Okay, yep, okay, got it. Sure, let's do crime. This whole mess started with the theft of a spaceship, and if Bouldear is right about all that fate horse shit, that was supposed to happen, so maybe you'll lean into it.
Perfect. The first and most important aspect of the art of pickpocketing is staying unobtrusive.
You think about mentioning that walking around in a great big coat and floppy hat is not the most unobtrusive thing you've ever seen, but you aren't the expert here. Also, you're an alien, so you don't really have room to talk. Maybe you should get a big coat like that yourself. You just love ripping looks off of all of your friends. Oh yeah, I gotta do that. I took fucking Saraba's look, well, his aesthetic, not his look. Chixie gave me an oversized hoodie. No, she gave me a dress. That's right, Chixie gave me a dress. Then Mallet gave me a hoodie. Maybe I can just walk around in a trench coat and giant hat. Bouldear takes you through the basics of criminal sleight of hand, and on the whole, you aren't too bad. In fact, you think you might have a future in it if you weren't already on the career path of professional friendshipper. You just call me the good old PF. Brotimus PF, professional friendshipper. You don't know what this has to do with her learning about you or teaching you your place on Alternia, but it's fun, and Bouldear is a good teacher. If there's one thing this journey has taught you, it's that when something isn't actively painful or destructive, just write it out. Just roll with that fucking flow, baby. You don't think you'll be going around pickpocketing many trolls, enough of them already want to kill you, but it's good to have the skill in reserve if you ever need cash fast and don't feel like hitting up any of your rich friends. You wonder if Bouldear uses it for anything besides passing notes.
Psst, my source is telling me you've been in Alternia for almost 3 paragrees now.
You have no idea how long a paragree is, but what the hell, sure. Why the fuck not?
Impressive. No wonder.
She trails off thoughtfully and shakes her head. You wish she would say something with some substance to it, instead of just vague nonsense. But at least she isn't threatening you with violence or trying to stick wires into you, so you're counting this interaction successful so far. Also, you feel weirdly chilled out with Bouldear. Sure, you want to be friends, but there's none of that stomach-churning, spine-bending desperation to make sure she likes you, at whatever the cost. You feel more awake than you have in weeks. Man, you've got to learn to pickpocket in a garden behind a cafe more often. This is what it does to your stress levels.
Want to get something to eat? Or maybe just coffee, because that's what they serve here.
Sure, you could use another caffeinated beverage on top of the other caffeinated beverage you had earlier. Why not? You'll sleep when you're dead. Hey, ain't that right?
If only.
So wait, hang on, that might be a reference to Homestuck, because there's the dream selves with, Prospect and Durst. So, you can't sleep when you're dead, because when you die, you just wake up in your dream self. That's a scrub and a suburb thing, isn't it? You follow her out of the garden and back into the cafe.
Who is this now? Yet another friend?
Oh, Ardata, you're still here. Good. Didn't you leave?
Of course I am, fool. You went back there for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Wow, it felt like way longer than that. Guess you underestimated the power of a good training montage. You introduce Ardata to Bouldear with the cheerful earnestness of someone who has forgotten the systemic classism of the planet on which they currently reside. Ardata stops you with an aristocratic sneer. Stop, before I have to stop you myself. I have absolutely no desire to mix with those so low on the social ladder. What in the world could she have to offer me? You shrug, you're not sure. Maybe friendship? Friendship between people of different castes is possible. You've seen them happen. Regardless, you feel bad for exposing your newest friend to the vaguely nonsensical abuses of your oldest. Fair. Oh! Bouldear does not like Ardata. Okay, you turn back to Bouldear to apologize and find her gazing coolly at Ardata like she could do it all night. There's none of the fear or reverence or false obedience you've seen other lower bloods display to blues. Instead, Bouldear looks at Ardata like she's a bug. Worse, a pebble that she would love to kick out of the way.
Psst, nice to meet you in person, Miss Carmilla. I hear your GrubTube channel has been losing subscribers recently. I wonder why that is.
Blue hits Ardata's cheeks in an angry flush.
I'm currently on hiatus. The old garbage was getting tired. I have so many imitators that my own content is starting to seem derivative.
She gives one of her maniacal laughs, but it's a little less robust than usual. Man, the wild tundra of internet fame really is a stark and arid battleground.
In fact, I have a new feature in the works as we speak.
She holds up the little vial she'd been haggling with the cash register over earlier.
Poison. I think the best and most expedient process would just be to dose my featured guest's food and then hide the antidote somewhere in my hive. Unless you have another idea.
She smiles, sly and mean. Bouldear smiles back just as vicious. Woo!
Great, have fun with that.
While Bouldear talks, her eyes start flicking from you to Ardata and then down. Again and again, you, Ardata, and down. It takes a couple of go-arounds before you realize what she is telling you. She keeps looking down to your hands, which are stuck in your hoodie pocket, exactly where you found the note Bouldear slipped you. Ardata is carrying a bag that looks expensive and extremely goth, and you can see where the vial of poison is sticking out. Oh man, you know what you have to do. When a group comes into the shop and pushes past the three of you, you move in on Ardata and slip a hand into her bag, palming the smooth, cold vial. She gives you a weird look like, why are you suddenly all up on me, peon? But she doesn't notice the theft.
I suppose I'll be going now. And if I were you, I'd be more mindful of who I choose to associate myself with in the future.
You say bye to her, feeling the tiniest bit guilty, but she's planning to use this poison to do murder theater in her prison basement, so you don't feel that bad. Do murder theater in her prison basement. I mean, what is a better way to describe what Ardata does?
Take care now.
Man, she's fucking cold. I was like really neutral on Bouldear, but now it's woo! Ardata leaves, and Bouldear takes an inquisitive step closer.
Psst, show me.
You open your hand to display the spoils, flushed with criminal euphoria. Oh, hell no. You grabbed the wrong fucking vial. This one is blue, not red. You grabbed the antidote, not the poison. God, you honestly thought you were moving past these kinds of cock-ups.
Oh, damn. Well, at least you have an antidote now. You never know when one of those might come in handy.
She sways forward and clutches at her neck. For one confused second, you think she's doing an impression of someone who might need an antidote, then she falls to her knees. You dart forward and catch her before she can totally eat it. She's heavier than she looks, compact muscle and a coat full of ungodly number of weapons. She has like 4 guns in here, what the hell? Your arms are full so you can only watch, helpless, as a troll in a hood that covers her face and their horns books it out the door. You shout that some fucker just stabbed your friend, but nobody is here looking at you. It's the same way people on Earth might ignore a mother trying to calm a toddler throwing a tantrum, just turning their eyes away from a distasteful public scene.
Ow, damn it.
You put a hand up to Boulder's neck to try and staunch the bleeding, but there isn't any bleeding. Bewildered, you pull apart the lapels of her coat to see a single drop of olive blood trembling above her collarbone. Discoloration spreads in a dark spill over her neck and radiating down her chest. You both say it at the same time. Poison. What the fuck? You open your hand to look at the tiny blue vial, then back up to Bouldear. Her eyes are glassy, her skin going blotchy and ashen. There's no reason to believe that Ardata's poison and the poison the assassin used are the same, with the same antidote. It already strains the power of coincidence that you grabbed the antidote at all.
You're probably right. Maybe you should try it anyway? I can't feel my legs.
Right! Maybe the mere fact that this is such an unlikely happenstance means it will be the right antidote. Everything you've done so far has had the pull of inevitability to it, especially all of your interactions with Bouldear.
Great. Awesome. I'm glad you're realizing your inherent significance to this particular microcosm of causation. Now can you please pour this stuff in my mouth so I can swallow it and possibly not die?
You help Bouldear tip her head back and put the vial to her lips. At the last minute, you wonder if it's supposed to be diluted, but Bouldear gulps the whole thing down and immediately begins to shake. Smoke billows out of her nostrils and open mouth, and holy shit, what is going on? This doesn't seem like any type of antidote to you. But then the smoke clears and Bouldear opens up her big yellow eyes. How does she feel?
Alive. Marginally.
She lets you help her to her feet. You immediately pull her into a fierce yet gentle hug. It's wild to undergo someone else's near-death experience. You feel like you know her way better than one montage scene's worth. Another new friend.
Not so tight.
You ease up a little. All the tea sippers are staring at you now. Death apparently isn't interesting, but the possibility of some quadrant adjacent stuff they're suddenly all about. Sorry, asshole. It's just you and your new friend sharing a touching post-near fatal encounter. Nothing to see here. Didn't die. What the fuck just happened? Do I have a post scene here now? No? Okay. What the shit just happened? Alright, I got first things first, before we get to the ending. But I need to remember what the fucking bee kid's name was. Okay, yada 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 yada. Zabidi, that's right. I think it's also in Tagiri's face. Zabidi. Okay, here. Let's get back to the menu. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Zabidi was his name. Fuck. Okay. That was a fucking ride. Holy shit. That was weird, man. What the hell happened with the bad ending? What was that about? What the... Well, gosh diddly darn it. I just don't know what happened here. What the fuck, man? Alright, so Bouldear was fun. That was interesting. Brought up some interesting elements about the fact that, you know, there's some meta aspects to the game about how, like, do you have any choice? Because there's only really one good ending, one true canonical ending, even though apparently there's some that are canonical across multiple paths. Okay. Alright, that was fun. I really like that. I like Bouldear. I wasn't down with it before, but then seeing how she interacted with our daughter and finding out she had like 4 guns in her trench coat and an unholy assortment of weapons, that was an interesting one. Very interesting. I liked it. It was weird, but I liked it. Wow, okay. That was fun. I hope you guys liked that one, because that was very interesting. Like I said, people told me that apparently, like I said earlier at the beginning of the video, I thought there was only like 4 of each color, but apparently that's not the case. There was no rhyme or reason to the number of trolls that were released in Troll Call. So like, next week, the video is going to be the last Teal Blood. We'll find out about that. Who knows what turns and twists that one's going to go through. But yeah, I'm having a good time. I like talking with you guys about this stuff, because it's just, man, it is something else. It is something else. Whew. Alright, well, that's a video, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure you click the like button. Subscribe so you keep up with my stuff. As long as Friendsim is released, a new Friendsim video every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Share it with your friends. Show them these weird cosmic causality and correlation and other K-sounding words that I can't think of because my brain don't work good sometimes. And comment! Like I said, I like talking with you guys. You guys have been letting me know that I was wrong about the number of teals. I want to know what you guys think I should play after Friendsim once it's wrapped up, because I think we are trucking along to the end here. I don't know when it's going to end, but we've gone through a number of trolls, and there are a finite number of Troll Call trolls. Ideally, we'll jump right into Hiveswap Act 2. Ideally. Perfect world. Not perfect world, I need something else to play. So let me know what you guys think in comments below. Let me know what you guys think of the video, what you thought of Bouldear. Seeing our daughter again was fun, but I hope you enjoyed this, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Later.